You try to throw one on the table on me. I'm watching you. It helps every time. It helps every time.
Oh, we're gonna need it today, I think.
Sure enough. Yes, indeed. Okay, here we go. Previously on Super Robot Wars Z 2.2, Saisei-hen, Dr. Hell says a meme! In fact, he said 3 or 4 memes. But Koji was like, today I was going to watch Fists of the North Star, and decided to crack open the 100 crack fist with the Mazin power on him. And then we were like, oh no, we've been felled. And then, Dankuger plot, what? Classic especially, what? Muge, in all of his thin, big brain appearances, coming in hot. But then again, so was Shinobu and Aoi. Aoi having the hots for Shinobu. Shinobu was like, no, we can just be friends. I was like, okay. And they had him down with a cross-cut fist bump, and it's like, oh, cool. But then Charles, out of nowhere, displacing Relina and proclaiming to the world, God bless universe. Fucking
Charles
out of nowhere.
RKO out of nowhere.
Fucking out of nowhere. God bless the universe. Jeez. We are one map away before the big route split. Buckle up, kids. We're gonna have a nice, fun ride.
Okay, here we go.
Go, man, Josh.
So, in case you might be wondering how Charles did the RKO out of nowhere, let's find out today. So he is sitting nice and comfortable on the throne in Britannia. He's talking to Relina and telling her that she's incapable of shouldering the burdens of the world at the present. Her, pacifism doesn't really help much. She freely admits that alone she can't do everything that is asked of her, but as the world's future must be decided by everyone, including the masses and their hopes and their dreams. Charles, however, yeah, he doesn't have time for that. He wants to go speedrun his race to being a dictator. She demands to know what's happened with Laosh Nunnally. He gets irritated with her, but Lady Yoon shows up and tells Relina to go and take a nap. Relina is not happy about this, and she sasses her way out the chamber. And telling Charles that he would do well to remember that the world wants peace, not war. Once she's gone, Charles muses that she's entertaining, and especially because she didn't, kowtow to him while he was there. Ribbons is here now, and he's here to curry favor with Charles. And Charles realizes that Ribbons still doesn't have the black knowledge that he wants. He admits that there's been a few difficulties, and Charles scoffs at him, as if ruling the world can be called difficult. Ribbons, is like, ha ha ha, you're ruling basically a bunch of idiots, Ribbons notices there's problems with Charles's plans for his worldview of his dictatorship. But Charles thinks Ribbons is an idiot, and I kind of agree with him. But Ribbons is banking on Charles failing spectacularly, and Ribbons plans on swooping in and fixing things with Grace's system once Charles is out of the way. And so Zero is going frantic over trying to figure out how to save Nunnally. Charles is immortal. He can't be Geist. C2 is still, having problems here. And Charles, Lelouch doesn't know what to do. And so he pulls out his phone and has only one resort left.
What's the game plan, Lelouch?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to... Come on. Come on, Lelouch. There it is. Okay. He calls Suzak!
My Suzak!
And Suzak has finally figured out that Lelouch is Zero, and he admits it to him. Tells him that Charles has not only hostage, and plans on using it against Lelouch's planning. He doesn't expect Suzaku to, to help him any, but he's asking for help because he has no one else to turn to. After thinking about it, Suzaku agrees to protect Nunnally if Zero comes alone to Area 11 to the Kururugi Shrine, and Lelouch agrees. Okay, he just mentioned Area 11, so we're getting there. Meanwhile, the A-Laws and the Knights of the Round are apparently massing in Area 11, spurred on because of all the fighting that's happened because of Charles's broadcast to the world that he is now, the leader. The A-Laws have made a move to swiftly crush dissenters, and that's the exact opposite of what Relina's philosophy had been. Even though the innovators aren't really running A-Laws anymore, apparently. The massive showing of force has, basically, it seems like that Charles is the one that's dictating the A-Laws as to what he wants them to do at this point. The real problem is that everybody else needs a real leader for the people, not just for somebody who wants to be a warmongering dictator. And though Relina may have been, just a puppet ruler, Charles is going to put his iron fist around everyone at the rate things are going. And so Hero jumps in, which I don't know if he has or not. I've been reading the script and not looking at the faces, and saying that it's obvious what Zexus needs to do. They can't go looking for Relina. They need to deal with Charles. If they wait, things are just going to get worse, and they don't have time for that. Esther apparently didn't quite get what Hero is pointing at, so Hero tells her right then and there that they're going to strike down anyone who brings warfare to the people. So apparently Lelouch has not been to the shrine in 8 years since he were there. He and his sister were taken there by the then Prime Minister Genbu. That's where Lelouch met Suzaku for the first time, and became Lelouch's first real friend. It's friendship that Lelouch is hoping will come to the forefront, assuming that Suzaku can accept him for who he is. And Suzaku shows up and starts the conversation. He's somewhat impressed that Lelouch had the guts to show his face to him. But he doesn't sound like he wants to jump in and help with any of Lelouch's plans. And so Lelouch asks him why he came alone. Suzaku explains that he's tired of lying, and he blames Lelouch for betraying not just him, but his sister and pretty much everyone else. He asks Lelouch if he had geased Euphemia, or whatever her name is, and the one thing Lelouch never does is make excuses, even when those excuses might have been justified. He said that it was his geas and order that led to Yuffie slaughtering the Japanese. He explains by saying that the Special Administrative District would have led to the Black Knight's collapse, and attempting to accept the blame for everything in return, and in return holding Nunnally blameless. He mentions, Suzaku mentions that, Lelouch mentioning Nunnally is exceedingly unfair, but Lelouch begs, gets on his hands and knees, as you can see, to get Suzaku's pardon. This is the first time he's ever bowed his head to someone else, saying he doesn't even want his Gia's power if Suzaku will see to it that Nunnally stays safe. Suzaku yells that if he's truly sorry, he should use power to bring Yuffie back this instant. If he's that sorry, let him use his evil to bring good to the world this instant. Isn't he Zero, the maker of miracles? Lush protests those miracles are all just parlor tricks. Zero is just a mask to hide behind while he lies to everyone. Suzaku snaps at him and saying if that's what it takes, then he should lie the rest of the way to get to the truth. Sounds very Phoenix Wright, if you ask me.
A little bit.
Lush murmurs there's no way he can repair his mistakes. And Suzaku wants to know why Lush guessed him to live back forever ago. Does he have any idea how much that has affected Suzaku's ability to live his life, how he sees and how he wants to? Lausch says that he just wanted to survive, and as for why he guessed Suzaku when he was about to be executed, he claims it was all to gain trust for, from the Japanese. Saving the students from the terrorists at Mount Fuji was a propaganda move. Basically everything he's done has been PR for the most part. But Suzaku recognizes the look in Lausch's eyes. The look of someone who is ready to accept his punishment rather than tell the truth. And so he tells Lausch there's one way for him to atone for his sins, make his lies reality. In Suzaku's view, that means making Zexus cease its resistance, irrespective of the fact that Zexus is far from, under Lausch's full control. If he does this, he can stop the fighting, and Suzaku will protect Nunnally by reforming the Federation from within, with Lausch by his side. Lausch is in the process of agreeing, and Schneizer's agent Cannon shows up from hiding. She's well aware of Zero's secret identity. And orders Guilford to arrest him on the spot. It looks like Suzaku was meaning to sell Lausch out the entire time. And Zero, yells that Suzaku's betrayed him.
The spin got spun. Scenario 49, Zero and Lelouch.
So the Knights of the Round are all here, and they're not exactly all on friendly terms with each other, apparently. Luciano is apparently not happy that Charles has sent Suzaku on a special mission. There's little time for them to bicker amongst themselves because Zexus is about to show up.
How's it going?
Also, there was a spot I missed because it was going a little too fast earlier, so while you do your deployments, I'm going to go back and touch on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, while the group of Zexus was talking on the battleship, apparently Charles has decided to make an example out of the area that spawned the Black Knights, despite all the progress the resistance movements made there by working with Nunnally. There's still resistance movements, and Charles has a very poor track record abiding by that. He wants to stamp them out, stamp the flame out. So at the time, Zexus decided they were going to Area 11 as well, and Zero was going there ahead of them. And he left, and even left CC behind. Crow was apparently very, very cautious, but thinks that Zero would be fine. But Callan knows that Lausch is not happy about Charles showing up.
In there.
Okay, so Toto's apparently unhappy because the Knight of One has fielded, and Oki knows this will be effectively their final battle against the old Britannia. win here, and he and Chigusa can live together in peace. Zero still has not shown up, and C2 tells Callan privately that she has no choice but to honor his wish not to follow him. Not only apparently, here's everything going on with a bunch of anxiety going on in the castle. Rumeyer apparently tells her that Schneiser is off on some mission with Suzaku, something to do with Zero. Bismarck, the Knight of One, orders all loyal troops to strike down Zexus and prove their loyalty once and for all. Alto is gritting his teeth, because of the Ronka stuff from last map. Crow only hopes Zero shows up and he'll have some way of providing some magical turnabout to help them win the day.
Definitely Phoenix Wright. Out the enemy.
I do not know how Duck does that so well. Dang.
Yeah, he's really good at it. Like you kept it well, but man, oof.
It is an art form. Jeez.
I was starting to feel really bad after a while. Magical tournament, I was applying the crap feeling. Hey, it was. I cast Fist.
Ooh, that got me a little woozy. Jeez.
Breathe, breathe. I'm dumb.
ずいぶん飛んでったな。
Freaking Virgos.
Also, I just realized that was a very long intro for the map.
I was, yes. Still doesn't beat Z1's final shot of that was an hour and just to get everything set up. Also pictured still gritting his teeth over Ranka leaving when he should be just getting over it, like everyone else has already has.
You know, everybody memes about Macross and, the fire all the missiles and everything. But when you think about it, there really is a pretty good diverse set of different fighter planes across all the different Macross stuff.
撃ラブハート。ミカ、敵との距離は
射程距離内攻撃可能です。
総員トリプルレーザースタンバイ。
了解。
Now that Rose is here, it's time for Cross Pressure to be good again.
よし、このチャンスを逃がすな。
That's okay, Rocking. We still have the part on.
ダブル X のパワーをなめんじゃねえぞ。これで決めてやる。
最強のグレンの力で捕まえた。消し飛べ。
Grab hands.
Oh, come on, Callan. You're better than that.
Stylish.
Drill が1回転すりゃその分前に進む。ウルトリライズぶち抜け。
I'm nice and warmed up. It's okay.
欲望にその身を捧げし者よ。正義の鉄槌を受けるがいい。グラビティクレッセント。グラビティクレッセント。シュート。
That's a spicy boomerang.
It is quite nice.
Apparently, Sandman subscribes to the Omega Cyclone way of doing things. Oh, I think Ray fast-forwarded glow stick.
Square button, yo.
I love how in that attack, the Arios just kind of stands there and just starts blasting at close range. You know, after watching Roger attack just a moment ago, I suddenly want Big O and G Gundam to be in a Super Robot Wars together.
That's a fun combo.
Just picture Roger like negotiating for a Gundam fight. Roger and Domon talk about punching things with robots.
Meanwhile...
Okay, so Lausch has been taken to a car, and his brother is waiting there for a teleconference. Schneiser expresses that the royal family's serial killer is one of its own, and he's not happy about that. Nevertheless, he reckons that Lausch can make amends with Charles, at least long enough to save his own life. Lausch snaps that he's not believing in people anymore, not after having his friendship betrayed. I don't. His Guilford? Yeah, is that Guilford?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, so Guilford, doesn't like the impudent. Kind of gives an impudent tone towards a noble, but Lausch informs him that he's his knight now with the magic eyeball, and he orders him to set him free, making Suzaku wonder what's going on. Just when did Lausch have a chance to use his geas? So before that, or long before this, Lausch announces that in case someone betrayed him, he had a little insurance. As Guilford takes Lausch away, Suzaku screams his name. Lausch has a moment of sorrow over the loss of his basically only friend. Zexus notices that something's going on off in the distance, and Callan is hopeful that Zero's gonna show up and fight on her side.
When did you have a chance to geese? I don't know, Suzaku, when you had a chance to glare at somebody, maybe? Come on, nerd.
ファルコンロングバレルセットターゲットインサイト当たれ
目標を落とす。
アリオス、このまま敵機を引きつける。引き金は自分の感情で。
Blah, 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 blah. Love!
Oh, nice. Ollie has those FPS strats down.
目標補足。
Shield fence?
使っているつもりはないのだがな。命令を聞くだけの人間に私の自由は侵させない。光の奇跡をその目に刻みたまえ。圧倒的なパワーじゃないか。
Splat. Or I guess it was more of a splat than a blat.
オールハイルブリタニア。
Do you think he likes Britannia?
I'll handle these nuts.
成長したようだな、藤原。
いつまでも小言を言われてばかりじゃな。目に物見せてやるぜ。一発でかいのぶちかましてやる。行くぞみんな。オッケー、しのぶ。ランク4フォーメーションだ。皇帝陛下万歳。 相手がガンダムといえど
Don't do them.
Yes, they do.
Yep. Let's get yelled. Ooh, just enough.
I don't think these conversations are translated.
お前の大事なものを飛び散らせろお前に必要なものは何だ
いい加減にしたまえ
I'm not seeing anything.
命だ
Ouch.
Ow.
事情がどうあれ君は私の敵だ残念ながらそこはビッグ王の射程内だ可能な限り撃ち込む
猿の軍隊で楽しませてくれる
Hey.
Hey, so Zero has rushed back to his mech and takes the field. His plan failed, and he tells everybody in Zexus that a frontal assault is their only conceivable option left. Not something that Zero would say very frequently. Jeremiah and Roll over here to help out. There's no turning back. Everybody's kind of confused as to why Orenji-kun is piloting the giant orange-colored, orange-shaped mech. Though somebody named Lakshata knows that it's called the Night Gigafortress. Apparently Jeremiah has now claimed that title of Orange as a token of fealty to Lausch, which is good enough for everybody else. And of course, Suzaku, as expected, shows up. Schneiser and his guys have suspected something weird was going on between Suzaku and Zero for a while, and their little chat brought everything into focus. Schneiser apologizes, that he didn't trust Suzaku, and Cannon adds that she can't punish a Knight of the Round. She really wished Suzaku had just told them from the beginning and not hid everything. So it's up for him to find a way to make amends for what he's done, and handle everything. Schneiser has shown up on the battlefield in person with his flagship, indicating how sure of victory he is. Zero thinks that such hubris must be, completely punished. And he blames himself for trying to rely on his own emotions. And he's realized he has to cut himself off from his emotions if he wants to save Nunnally.
We have an SR point now. We have to defeat Schneisel's Avalon. It will retreat if any of the three are true. Its HP goes below 10,000. There are 10 or few enemies left on the map, including the Avalon, or we reach turn 5. Okay. Hey, you get an enable. Fuck off. And 4, genius. Stick, counter 9, guard, support 4, double attack. Parts though. He has a decent amount of skill at least.
Ability or a part? For
No,
the
no
Blaze
part.
Luminous? Oh,
No,
okay, that was the
yeah,
delay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the barrier. Lancelot is back. You're taking a long time to get going there, Suzaku. Whoa, he's got a hyper jammer. I want that. I want that real bad.
We must apply image.
I want that something else. You have anything? Deck, roll bonus. No.
Nah, he's just a jobber.
That hurt more than I thought. Okay. It's just Jigen Bakugan, the infamous time bomb.
Mixed with a little bit of the Ashimar from Zeta.
It is. Oh, it's totally got an Ashmar vibe to it. Flying type Vincent. Cover 8.
Man, where's Duck to talk about the Ashimar? I trust Duck to have wonderful Zeta insights.
Total get in there. Hoi!
Sliced and diced.
He's a taller miles, this one really does matter the closer it is.
さて始めるとする
この代償お前の大事なもので払ってもらう。私は人殺しの天才だよ。質問。お前の大事なものは何？
気安く触ってほしくないな。
そうだ、命だ。
He has
Great,
he has a
Luke.
few screws loose.
Great job, Luciano. You tried. Clap, 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 clap. You had fun.
喫茶の庶民のやり方を教えてやる。とにかく一直線で突っ込む。だらっしゃー。とどめだー。ありがとう、ブラスタリス。
奪われる。私の命が殺されるが。
Yeah, he go bye bye.
Peace. Look at that main character go. You know it, Bo.
Nothing of value is lost. That was with Love Rocking. Also favoritism bias.
この戦い私の信じる者に捧げる天へと導くパールネイルの美技その身で時と味わ
こんなところで人々の脅威を我らが取り除くブラクトンミサイル一斉射よくもよくも
Oh, get in!
Wow.
Get in!
It's the real and the super version of the same spirit.
Oh! Holy crap! I can't even decide if that's better than what he gets in Z1 since he gets Love and Soul in that game. But like, damn! But the sheer moxie of both having Love and Bravery on the same pilot. Ooh, ooh.
I feel like Love and Soul is probably better because you get the damage bonus if you want it. Whereas you're basically just trading what charge in there, and you swap alert for persist. And you don't get blessed cheer, I guess. Or rather, lucky game. You know what I mean.
Cool. Learn Valor. Long enough. Oh, for 60. Okay. I just had to. It was like, what does he prefer?
Balanced as everything should be.
You've got to have.
まずはお前から攻略してやる目標設定射角入力完了装填砲発射
It's been a while since you played a video game.
ゼロでも貴様の策略なのかゼロさえ潰せばあとは烏合の衆よやはりそこに来たか
I wonder if he's gonna have the same thing happen where he learns both of his last two spirits at the same level.
That might be nice. No? Okay. Why not, guys? Peter Byrne.
戦場で会えたことを喜ぶべきかしらジノ捕まえた消し飛べ
るな彼。だが私は負けんぞ。私の狙いからは逃げられないぞ。
こっちに遊んでる余裕はないんだ。
You don't even have anything fun.
They're all kind of jobbers at this point, I guess. Do steps or stones to be walked upon by Zexus.
Ooh, 65 SP love. Well, I mean, that's okay. Even if when you use fusion, it changes to soul. Two left.
No. Oh boy. There we go. Finally.
It's Duck!
Duckles!
Finally, my audio devices decided to cooperate. There we go. Where are we?
You missed me describing this as inspired by the Ashimar.
Oh, really? Or wait, actually?
Well, not inspired by, but reminiscent of.
Ah, yes, it is big orange and relatively circular.
So right now we're beating down on the Knights of the Round.
Sounds about right.
Time to waste on you boys.
Alright, there we go. I got a rough approximation where we are.
Look!
Ah, yes, the return of the actually nuclear missiles.
We've got like a couple paragraphs left in the indented, the first big indented block in 49.
Gotcha.
We already blew up Luciano, but have not blown up Bismarck yet.
どうぜ
任せてなおこの腕が足が動く限りたここで消えてもらう
よしこのまま敵を引きつけるんだ
You're so big and strong.
So big and strong, he will soon explode.
So what is that, like Cell expanding to massive size and exploding?
Ah, yes, we've come far. Esther one-shotting grunts.
Counter.
兄さんの敵は僕が排除しなきゃギアスを使うしかないこれで終わりだ
Okay, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, he has to do his one-person time stop as an attack.
どんな攻撃も当たらないよ僕には
Oh wow. Nice dodge.
Wow, that killed.
Death.
Oops.
There we go.
Very nice.
Now she is complete.
Let's see.
I didn't see anything in there about what Gino said.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Gino's got anything.
りきてをも測れぬとは。
He melted pretty fast.
Oh, we just went off.
This is turn 3?
Turn 3, yes.
Okay. Supreme.
I'm supreme. Ooh, a Hibernian unit. Yes. Yes, please.
Ooh.
Imagine if we saw more like interaction between the factions and like Galahad and what was the guy before Wayne? It was the head of the Knights. Why can't I think of his name?
Gerard?
Yeah, like what if Bismarck and Gerard had a like confrontation, you know, because they're like the leader of the Knights.
Supreme Knights and all that, yeah.
Oh, he's defending! Ah, that's how they get ya.
Wow. He's afraid.
I imagine he's gonna sit there and do that the entire time. In fact, I think Rambo might have said something about that earlier.
Understood.
We should have brought Fiona and Kiriko to this map.
Ah, the one time I didn't think I need them.
One time you need big damage.
I guess Crow will have to do.
We brought both satellite cannons. We did, yes. Jamil does. Enemies left.
How many enemies were left?
22.
Okay, we got some wiggle room still.
悪いが落とさせてもらう。
Cannot.
What up, homie?
That's a good anime.
The Gundam Dex is just good in general.
Yeah, they gave it some good. They gave good respect.
距離を取れば当たりはしない。
軍の看板背負ってるからってなめんじゃねえぞ。ほら気を抜くなよ。はいよ相棒。くらいな。そこだ。巻き返す。ここから自分にも譲れないものがある。ブラスターならば。俺を舐めてもらっちゃ困るな。
Howdy, Dom. Hey, this is for backstabbing me, nerd.
Just give him a little bunk. Just a little bunk.
Give him a late show, he'll remember.
Connor.
立ち止まっている時間などない。ブラスターならば。
遊びに付き合っている暇はない。ランズが相手だろうと動きさえ読めば。目標設定、射角、入力完了。装填砲発射。私は戦う。
One final T pose.
力を行使する全てのものと。
このまま引くしかない。
All right, let's see how much we get.
That's what you get. Don't Geel me ever again.
Ooh. There we go.
Let's get it.
That's the way.
Let's get it.
Suzaku is basically just molding that he has to retreat in front of Zero. He's actually quite upset because apparently, he was supposed to defeat Zero with, he was supposed to defeat Zero with something called the Flasia, which I'm guessing is some kind of, you know, mass area destruction weapon. And Nina tells him, hey, don't worry, most of the civilians are evacuated, and Suzaku's like, that's not the point. But anyways, he has to retreat no matter what, because we've beaten him down hard enough. And Lelouch says, hey, we'll finish our duel once I rescue Nunnally. Which will happen soon, TM.
Oh? You see you beat Suzaku. I guess that's
小
cool.
兵といえど侮れない相手と見た。お前に美しい花を贈ろう。この世との別れの花を。ヒギブルームインヘブン。
Man.
Viva 魂が天へと召される。
不愉快。おしまい、かくれんぼは。記録にしてあげる。
That.
この程度の動きについてこられんとはな。早くどいて、逃げられちゃうじゃない。ソードシリエット射出。そこ。はあ。
今の攻撃。
Do you have anything special on you? Nope.
You get nothing.
Like I said, they're basically jobbers right now.
Iかなる闇だろうと引き裂いてみせる。皆と共にヤビトンランサー。
Deuces.
Goodbye. Yeah, that's some real jumper energy.
Oh, I guess you beat me too. Well, that sucks.
I think it's yeah. Apparently, it's just like a one line, like, oh, something unknown stirs in Anya. Also gets bodied and leaves, I guess.
Orange music and Gamlen's fist will change the world.
Respect the infinite mass punch.
Now that the Knight of One has been dynamite explosion, I think he's actually, let's see, he's not dead now. And it's just like, I have to go warn Charles of the danger, because this is a lot of danger. It's all of Nexus.
2 minutes left.
合図が違っても戦い方はある。やってみせる。終わりだブリタニア。
Dang, and that was defending.
無傷で済むなんて最初から思っていないよ。
Get him, Callan.
Yeah.
Wow, single guts.
No, that's just like FE miracle.
Yeah.
I guess C2 gets her own type of miracle. Not as good as Zero's though.
Silly.
I wonder if there's in a later game if they did an ace bonus like that, it'd just be like, just can't die. Come on.
I think it'd be
The later game power creep.
I think it'd be fair if like C2 can't die, so why not just make her not able to die? Especially if it's like this late in the game.
It's not like she's like an excellent combat pilot or anything. She's just kind of there with the supports, so whatever. Like,
That should be enough.
getting there.
This one kill. That's it.
How much HP was Schneiser at?
He's at 12k now.
Okay. Right on the cusp.
Satellite
That is
system.
that is excellent timing.
Focus.
They both get the. They both get the like the heads-up display in their cockpits, and they kind of just look at each other.
Both of them immediately look at each and nod to one another. Yes! Let's do this.
It's time.
No, don't you fucking dare. Oi.
That's okay, Rocking. They deserve it.
あなたに力を。
こいつを使う。それがみんなをティファを守ることになるな。ツインサテライトキャノン、いっけー。私に最後の策を使わせる。
Wow!
Nice. Oh, he's just dead. Cool. Ding. Oh.
So Schneizer's just like, oh, you beat me. I kind of figured this would happen. So apparently it seems like they might need reinforcements, but Schneider tells Kanon, hey, there's no way Charles will take the field. And in any case, Schneider believes he holds all the trump cards, so he's just going to figure out when and where to play his hand. And Zero is unhappy that Schneider is, you know, on the loose. Schneider knows who he is. But anyway, Nunnally is the important part.
あなたに力を。
Feels good to have Garrett just obliterating things again, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Felt a little lacking in 2.1.
行くしかないというのか。あの悪夢を二度と繰り返させないために。こんなところで。
Rock solid.
And now it's just cleanup duty.
Yes, let's get on that.
The slow remaining route.
Just give the pilots time to unwind after the crescendo of battle.
Is that what we're calling it?
I don't know. Climax of battle, whatever. It's like going to a target practice thing and you know where all the targets are going to show up and it's pew 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 pew, pick them all off.
It'd be nice if we could just deploy the G-Bits and just end the rest of the map. We'll just handle it.
Do it again.
Can't believe you have 2 enables now.
Yeah. 70. Guess what? Do it again!
Play it again, Sam. Or rather, play it again, Sandman.
One more. No more enables though. Okay. Nice. Very. There we go.
Yeah.
There we are. Alright, so now that all the guards are gone, Sayoko has found Nunnally. She's being loaded onto a shuttle. And Zero says, hey, Jeremiah, Rollo, stop that shuttle from taking off. And Rollo's like, oh yeah! Mostly because he wants to kill Nunnally, actually. And he thinks that will secure his place in Zero's mind.
Commit bloodlust.
And Suzaku shows up and is like, hey, I'm going to make you atone for your sins, Zero. I have a extremely strategic weapon. Everyone stop fighting. And everyone's like, hey, can KMF really do that? And Zero orders Callan to beat Suzaku down. And it's very obvious to everyone that Callan is definitely winning. And it's looking like there's only one way this can end. Someone might actually just die. And Crow says to the rest of Zexus to not interfere. This is the path that all of them chose to walk. And Suzaku really doesn't want to retreat, despite being at a disadvantage. And Lloyd and Cecil are calling him a dumbass, but he's not retreating anyway. And Callan says, like, I bear you no ill will, but you're my enemy.
Suzaku, I have a nuke! Callan, I am the nuke! Oh shit.
Her arm is the nuke.
Curse of Geass!
So he's preparing to fire the nuke, and he's like, I'm going to get ready for my own death, but then it kicks in, and his body's like, well, I have to live, better shoot it. And they're all aghast. This is the Flasia. They've completed it. It's a limited range nuclear weapon. So you should really leave. And Lelouch is like, but I have to save Nunnally.
Nunnally!
But Guilford, still convinced that Lelouch is Cornelia, drags him away.
Oh no.
Helpless to intervene.
Well, I guess the run's over. I guess we all died.
Nunnally! What happened?
So we managed to get away, though. And the aftermath is very obvious. Basically, everything within the radius of the weapon is just obliterated. Tokyo is gone.
Yeah, that's it! See you later, Japan. Have fun.
Everyone is accounted for except for Z2, and Zero went back to the blast zone to check things out.
Hey, brother, you okay? Fuck, shit, fuck! He's
Zero
not okay, is he?
Zero asks Rollo, hey, where's Nunnally? I can't find Nunnally or Sayoko, and Rollo tries to tell him they weren't in time and everything exploded. But Lucia's like, no, I want to talk to Nunnally, and Rollo's like, no, Nunnally's dead, and Lucia says to stop lying. He must be lying. And elsewhere, Suzaku is just looking at what he's just done. Oops.
Oh, wow, so I actually used the nuke. Maybe I should have listened to Callan? Whoops.
I guess Suzaku decided to commit war crimes today.
Well, his whole just live kicked in, so he was like, the only way to live is to fire the nuke. And let's see, Jeremiah comes by and he's like, hey, I'm here to talk to you, just to talk to you today. Thank you for saving me back then, and he kind of smiles because fate seems determined to make them enemies, and he says he's going to leave to go look for Nunnally. And Suzaku's pretty sure that,
Oh, that's a good face on Nina!
And Nina is very much so regretting maybe the creation. Suzaku just laughs. He can't do anything else. He knows not what to do.
Amazing!
And elsewhere, Diethard is just like, yes, I will put this on television. This will bring good chaos.
Gotta get those ratings.
In the middle of all this, he discovers Cornelia trying to escape.
What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
And
Wow, big robots
he calls the
doing
guards
big
and say,
robot
like, hey,
things. That's a real midget.
Shoot her in the legs. I need more bargaining power. But this kind of gets put on the back burner because hey, someone's approaching the Ikaruga. Schneiser. Schneiser wants to parlay with Zexus.
That's a laugh, mate.
Sounds like a Trojan horse to me.
Brother, you're okay? Nunnally is dead? Oh, he's still not okay.
So Rollo's like, hey, you know, I'm cool. I want you to think I'm cool. And Lelouch's like, get out of my face and don't ever let me see your face again. Goodbye. And Rollo's like, okay.
Brother! Okay. Fuck off already! Leave me alone! Brother! I'm gonna smack you, kid.
He's being made to disappear. And almost immediately, Callan comes in. And apparently Toto and the others are waiting for him, and she's like, hey, I'll stay with you until you become Zero again, but what are you gonna do with Nunnally and C2 gone? And since the others are, you know, they have to go ahead with this conference already, so they're just gonna do this that Zero round. And Schneiser has asked for a chance to talk to as many people from Zexus as possible. And elsewhere, Cornelia is telling Schneiser about everything she's learned about the Order. Everything that he needs to have a bit of a conference here. Yes. Let's see. So Schneiser is very well informed about who all of Zexus' pilots are, but let's see. Schneiser's not surprised that Zero's not here. He says like, hey, Zero's always kept people at arm's length, ha ha ha. And Sumeragi's like, you're quite familiar with Zero, aren't you? And he says, yeah, sure. Zero is, after all, his and Cornelia's shared brother, and of course Zero is Lelouch. And everyone is very surprised by this. The ones that didn't know, at least. But nobody can actually deny it. And Diethard isn't so easily convinced, though. Because Diethard says, hey, Zero has always been one to be judged by results and not by his identity. And Schneider's like, hey, what if the miracles were all fake? You know, and he goes on to explain the power of the Geass, and when asked for proof, he says, hey, just ask Valletta. Ogi has heard everything from Valletta. And Ogi goes on to claim, like, hey, Zero has been lying to us, deceiving us, this whole time. He's been using us as pawns. That's all it's been this whole time. But, Diethard goes on to say that none of this changes what Zero's achieved. If the Geass actually exists, then it's extremely useful. Maybe if it's only been used on the enemy. But there's a possibility it's been used on Zexus too. Cornelia is pretty sure that Zero used it on Euphemia to cause the whole little bit of Japanese accident. And Schneider even has an audio recording of Lelouch's conversation with Suzaku. It's his admission of guilt. And it becomes kind of understandable why a lot of people that are very close to Zero acted the way they did. And Roger can kind of see that everyone is starting to begin to have these doubts that Schneider wants them to have. They're reaching a conclusion here, and it would be bad if they continued. And Sumeragi kind of knows what's going on here. Schneider wants as many possible pilots here from Zexus as possible in order to convince them all at once to have a deeper sense of hysteria, to make them really foment all sense of doubt. And Hiro and Kiriko are kind of just quiet as Schneider asks to have Zero handed over to him. At this moment, Callan walks in with Zero. And Zero realizes, almost instantly, Schneider is trying to sever his ties with Zexus. And just before anyone does anything rash, Roger intervenes. And he says, hey, what proof is there that Zero has actually misled Zexus? He's kept secrets, but just because he has secrets doesn't mean we should turn against him. And we haven't even heard his side of the story. And, you know, that's always been Zexus' policy. We hear everyone out. We have to know. And perhaps Zero's identity is a betrayal to the Black Knights. But for the rest of Zexus, they would like to know why. What drove him to kill his own brother in the interest of fighting his own homeland? And Hiro kind of looks on and is like, ah, yeah, Zero is not just, but he's not evil either. And Hiro, apparently, everyone knows that Hiro's seen a lot through the Zero system. And nobody ever really doubts that Hiro's just going to kill Zero if he really turns bad. And Kiriko says, hey, everyone in Zexus is at least partially in Zero's debt anyway, so we owe him killing himself out. And even Crow is willing to hear about it. You know, Simone recalls that Kamina once said that Zero is truly prepared to risk his life in battle. So for what? And the rest of the team will leave the choice up to Ogi to decide to believe in Zero or not.
Here it is, everybody. What we've been building up to getting all those 0 points throughout the game. Much like Z1, there is a big plot branch that decides the end of the game. You either do not believe in Zero, which commits to the canon Code Geass ending, or choose to actually believe in him and ignore the ending and just do things on one way, which is considered the good ending. You need 5 or more 0 points to you will actually choose the believe in Zero route, or you play on New Game Plus, which is unlocked automatically, and then you can just choose without having to get points. So, yeah, we've been working to get those points, and I like good endings, so I will say Zero is a cool guy, he's been doing good, plus he has Enable. People who have Enable, except for Schneizel, are good people in my book.
That's
Alright.
That's Schneizist.
Ogi is very conflicted. But then he reminds the team. Wait, let's see. Yeah. He reminds the team that he wanted to believe in Zero ever since he was the one who asked Zero to be the Black Knight's leader. And despite everything that just happened at this battle, Ogi doesn't want to believe that everything they did together was lies. So he's going to talk this over with Zero until he's satisfied with the answer. And if that doesn't work, he's going to beat Zero himself. It's the least he can do, because he was the first person to ever trust Zero in the first place. And FS asks, hey, Schneizel, get out of here, and Schneizer's like, you're going to regret this, ha ha ha. And Roger kind of observes, hey, Schneizer doesn't look like he expected this. But there's a lot Schneizer doesn't expect from his exes. And Valletta says to Cornelia that she's going to stay here. Let's see, and Cornelia kind of just tells her, hey, there's more life than King and Court, whatever. Schneizer leaves and says to Zexus, hey, your true battle has only just begun. And so, at this moment, Lelouch removes his mask in front of everyone. He throws it away, he doesn't need it anymore. Mufei wants to hear everything, and Hiro tells Zero, hey, you have to come clean now, it's your obligation, and he will. It's a very long story. And Crow's like, well, let's have it. And Lelouch thinks about the loss of Nunnally and C2 and Suzaku and the mask that protected him, and he has not much else to lose now.
Everybody get your chairs and your popcorn.
Let's get it,
While
boys.
you do this, I am going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright, I gotta get out of here, sorry.
Go eat your dinner, Duck.
Have fun, have a good one.
Alright. That's good. It's forced. Good. Actually, well, hold on. Where's... Come on. Yes. good. Not bad. I'm actually gonna give this movement because Saisei-hen's a little slow right now. I think just a bit under for dash. Yeah. That's gonna be the last skill I give him. Oh, that coincidence. I don't need that anymore. I just got a high vernier. I'm just giving the movement there. And that'll be that. Yeah, get in. So not all that bad, you're saying? Paul. Yeah. So as mentioned before, choosing to commit to the canon ending of Code Geass and not believing in Zero is bad. Much like choosing to stay with Zaft and Z1, commits to the Gundam Seed Destiny ending. That's bad. It's all sorts of bad, and we don't like that because we like good in Super Robot Wars, not bad. So the next 10 maps are going to be actually 11 maps are going to be out of order compared to what we do until like the last 2 maps in the game, and then we continue onward to the end of the game, and then even then those last two maps are different than on the Believe in Zero route than on the other route.
Back.
Welcome back. Yeah, I'll do. Okay. Now I can see why Nina is a character since she made the nuke. Well done. That face though, that was worth it.
Oh, Dr. Parted, I have to take over?
Yeah, he's got dinner.
Oh boy, alright, yeah, keep this super slow because this is gonna get confusing.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so... Cece is here at the crater from the nuke, and Anya's watching her. But someone else is in her mind right now. And whoever that is wants to know why she sealed her code rather than just letting Charles kill her. Cece recognizes who it is, and she's a bit shocked as to why she did it herself, like why she decided to do that. And her passenger, or Anya's passenger, sorry, explains that she saved C2 from the nuke. And they're going back to Charles. And it turns out the person who's been in her head is Marianne the Flash. And she's always been, rather pushy with C2. But because we're on this route, I need to scroll, hang on.
Marianne.
Because we're on this route, C2 decides she's not going to go along with whatever Marianne is scheming. She has her own promises to keep, and she's got a long journey to go before she finally, passes on. Marianne, thinks it's a lot of character for C2, but C2 just kind of smiles and goes along. And apparently the Sword of Akasha, which is some Code Geass thing, is about to activate. Which means that even telling Lelouch everything that C2 knows won't change anything. So aboard the Ikaruga, Lelouch has just finished up telling everybody about the past 2 seasons of Code Geass. and about his Geass and what it actually does, and Char and Banjo and everybody else are just in disbelief. He admits that his power is responsible for what happened in Japan, and believing that everybody will understand now that he's told them the truth. Because had he told everybody, had he gone along with things back then, the Black Knights would have just fallen apart, and all of their resistance and everything that's happened since would have just not come to be. Wu Fei is being Wu Fei and says that even though it was an accident or not, it doesn't matter. He's not to be trusted, basically. And he figures that for some reason, Zero sent the Black Knights to be part of Zexus as some sort of penance for his actions. And now, Wu Fei wants to know what Lelouch is going to do now that he's confessed. And Lelouch says he's willing to go to the ends of all and pay the ultimate price, especially because he still thinks that not only is dead. But Callan steps in and gives him his mask. She tells him to put it on, and she smacks him in the face while he's wearing the mask and dents it, which is probably just about to happen.
Let's see you grit those teeth.
And Callan probably hurt her hand, and Esther is, kind of in disbelief about it, she just witnessed. Callan tells him to get his ass up off the ground, and remember how he once said that those who shoot must be, in turn, prepared to be shot themselves. And Esther agrees on the basis that those that do the shooting do so with their heart. And this was a bullet from Callan's heart to Lelouch, and to herself for actually following along with him without being able to help him.
Grief, and grief again. Rambo!
He tells her that he's the one who should be apologizing for all the terrible things he's done to, in his quest for the ends justifying the means. And there's so many people he owes an apology to, he's not sure if he can go through with it all. But Callan, is trying to urge him to live on, but if that isn't enough, then Rollo's here too. And he knows he's finally realized after, Lelouch yelled at him that he knows he can't take Nunnally's place. But at least he can serve as a brother and forgive him like a brother would. He knows what it's like to live with the consequences of doing something wrong. And Jeremiah also has Lelouch's back. He's pledged his fealty to him as being the rightful heir. And he seems drawn to his charisma and whatnot. And he wants to share whatever fate Lelouch has in store. Okay, you can probably bump it up to 2 now.
Okay.
So all the other commanders are going to jump in here and tell Lelouch that he has his chance to decide what they're going to do now going forward. Everybody's doubts and feelings aren't going to just disappear. He's going to have to work on building trust with everybody now that the truth is out there. And so he tells Jeremiah there is no Lelouch Lamperouge or Lelouch V Britannia. From now on, he will only be Zero, the man who will liberate the world. That's all he can do, and that's all that he needs to do. And that Ogi even heard him out. He thanks him for it. And so everybody's kind of taking into realization that it's difficult to see him cast away his entire identity and become nothing, especially after everything he's actually accomplished and done for the world. He invites Tamashiro or anyone else to strike him down, just like Hiro's role has been doing up until now, if he betrays their trust again. He's going to be wearing his mask as a punishment, and he's gonna keep it with the dent on it. or at least that's his plan. I'm gonna take a breather while it gets caught up.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I don't blame. This is a lot of plot to go on right now, so if you need to catch up, please tell me.
So they're all still kind of discussing things and giving their confidence in him and whatnot. Okay, you might be able to bump to 4 just to speed through it a little. Okay, now you can bump it back down. So C2 shows up, and she's got a spare mask for Zero. And, you know, that's not at all surprising. She's been around for a long time. She probably kind of had an idea what he was going to do. And so his mood dramatically turns around, and he's back in the zone as Zero, and it's time for them to have a war council, a war table, to figure out their plans to oust Charles and his iron-fisted dictatorship ploy over the Federation.
Hell yeah, I love war councils. Man, you wore the tackiest shit. Have an intact mask, at least. That's my girl, thank you. Right.
So, Zero, because, you know, he's all-knowing and whatnot, has planned for this for a long time. And he's going to be asking Zexus to head to China, and he wants to consolidate everybody's power around the Empress and what remains of the Japanese government.
For China!
He's going to create an empire that can confront and even beat the Federation, the quote-unquote Super United States.
Oh, hold the fuck on! Super United States? Oh, no.
Yeah. So the idea started as a scheme to take down Charles, but whatever has changed in his plan, that's what the world needs right now, especially with the looming autocracy at its doorstep. And so, you know, Lelouch may have lost everything, including not only, but he can still cause miracles to happen. The world that not only in Yuffie wanted is what he's going to create.
I miss Setsuko. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so we're now here with the announcement being made by Tianzi. She's introducing Kagura as the head of the Supreme Council, who is announcing the new union has several current and pending member states. The Super United States is going to be offering an elegant alternative to the tyranny of A-laws and, the Federation abruptly kicking Rowena out of being Queen of the World. The nations that participate will be able to claim liberation as a cause they uphold. And the fact that so many have joined already, despite the problems of, this patchwork military is going to create, is a testament to just how everybody views the Federation these days. But as Zexus knows, if the new Union is defeated swiftly, their cause is done, basically. So they've got to make sure they don't lose. The problems isn't the Federation or the nations of the Federation, it's the leaders of the Federation. And they view this super union as a way to return the Federation back to the way it's supposed to be. And Zero's got a plan for that. And he's going to make sure it happens. So anyway, Kagura, announces Zexus is going to be handling their diplomatic negotiations with the Federation, which may be in turn of something like aggressive negotiations out of Star Wars. So it may not be just talking, but they're also going to be spying on Charles's makings with what he's doing with Federation forces. And the Union's first official resolution is backing Zexus.
Very cool.
So, watching all this from the sidelines, Wada's wondering why they have to go through all this boring stuff if Schneiser is getting ready to get rid of Charles anyway. Schneiser was trying to court Zero to be an agent of chaos, but since we told him to get lost, that probably isn't going to work. And so Schneiser's gonna sit on the sidelines and be a vulture to, whenever he can jump in and use something to his own benefit.
Gremlin on, you gremlin.
Yeah. And so with Zexus and with the Federation and the White Fang and Insult
Fang?
all running around, somebody's gonna get rid of Charles for him anyway. And so the Union's goal is probably to defeat the Federation as quickly as possible. And they're deciding that maybe having someone like Relina as a rallying point to the people who are not happy with the Federation would be a good idea. But Hero's like, nah, Relina desires pacifism and peace. She's not going to back a side that wants to fight a war. But it doesn't matter because Area 11 is being a staging point for Charles to bring all of his forces together. So if that isn't a means to challenge Zero's authority, then what else is?
No, I never got around to killing her. Scenario 50, UFN Resolution Number 1. Super United States.
So the Geass Order has been doing stuff with Charles, planning for this whole sort of Akasha thing. But, Charles, just doesn't care about what, everybody's doing and Zexus is doing. But Zexus is here anyway, to stop him. And, Charles, he just, like I said, doesn't care. He's not gonna apologize or, repent for anything he's done. And we'll see that in just a minute. He's got his forces, but we've got better forces.
Hey,
So,
homie.
Zexus is here, and Zero's not happy. Charles has got the numeric advantage, and he tells Lelouch that he's always going to be a lesser man than he is. But Lelouch has aces in his back pocket. He's got the better hand, and he knows it because he has Talon and C2 and the rest is Zexus on his side. But we're gonna have to hurry because we don't want the Sword of Akasha to come online.
Oh no.
And Charles has given a speech about how lies distort the world and whatnot, but they're gonna solve that by getting rid of Charles and starting the future forward.
We got some mortar showers response. Damn. No one listens to Roger.
I didn't realize that Sturm was on this map.
Please, I don't need the 8 HP damage.
Also, Rambo, since you clearly know a little bit about what's going on both sides of the route, if I miss anything, please call it out. You know exactly how this translation document has things split, so if I skip over something, please.
Destroy Charles's Vulgaris class battleship. SR point is in 3 turns, defeat all enemies, and then defeat Charles's battleship last. Focus.
Also, Zero is apparently hyper mad already, if he's already at 130 will. Or is it 150 for his...
150 for his ace bonus.
Yeah, so he's definitely hyper mad.
He is engaged, activated, as the cool kids say.
Oh snap! Right Stuff Anime and Nozomi Entertainment releasing Macross Frontier and Macross Delta in the US.
That's it. That's it. It's done. We got it immediately. Like they took their little time, but man, they got it. I saw that you mentioned that earlier, Starman. But there's the proof. Proof. Hard proof. Get it.
I assume they must have announced that at AX.
That's not right.
Since that's going on.
Yeah, so let's compare. So here's a generic Logos class.
Mao ignores size.
And here's Charles's version.
Big boy.
Lemon movement. Command 4, roll bonus, Supreme Guard, Spear Defense, SP Recover, Resolve, Prevail A.
No ignore size. Barrier.
Just casual 11 movement. Amazing. Homie going in Mach speed. As we call it, amazing. Charles, why do you have 2 barriers? He's those places we would have had a normal barrier. This is the monarchy, baby.
He uses the people as one shield and his machine as the other.
Ah!
お前に構っている暇はない。
This is his favorite movie.
さすがダンクがご機嫌だね。まったくだぜ。
Well, that's okay. We only care about rebuild in this house. Therefore, his argument is invalid.
Instrumentality is cool, actually.
奇獣一斉書。
わからず屋の軍人さんなんかにハンマーパンチだ。
まだ決着がついたわけではない。落ちろ。
これでも毎日
Dodge?
練習してるんだ。
さあ、デュエルの始まりだ。ドラゴンソード。レイズアップ。エルゴエンド。大ボタン。
Okay, so something I missed. Now that Rainbow brings it up, the innovators just basically ditched A-Laws and went off into space. So what's left of A-Laws is amassing under Charles's banner.
It's kind of sad, mate.
Make 巻き返してやる。世界の秩序を乱す者め。分かっていた。いざ尋常に勝負。
Yeah, Rouse is pretty much dead weight now, so now that both Toto and Salmon have the same ace bonus, so everyone just gets 4 will every turn.
Disgusting. And awesome.
It's so free. Hey ahead, let's get ahead of the game.
攻撃を開始します。
Done.
正確な狙いだ。いい位置だ。
当たるわけにはいかない。もう一度行きます。
こんなところで。
拝ませてやるぜ、地獄ってやつを。
突っ込むしかない。アサルトコンバットパターンイオンだ。突撃だ。締めもやっぱり突撃だ。これが私の精一杯だ。
バカだ。アヘッドがこうも簡単に。
Oh, Hag, you sure are behind.
No, they were being led by somebody with a behind in their name.
Man, feeling real Pokemon hours right now. Now everyone's getting into the 50s and 60s in level.
宝庫の憂いとなるものは立っておく。バカな、この俺が。
That's a neat master plan you've got. Shame mine worked after yours failed.
Villain's gonna villain.
Villain's gonna villain.
You know, I hate that Chris has ruined me seeing Gamlin's face. I can't not think about that stupid image edit every time I see it.
With the shrinked face with the forehead. Ah. God damn it.
Even when Chris isn't here, FOE.
Hey, Destroy Gundam's my favorite. At least I have some HP now. Like at this point, the generics in Z1 were already rocking 30k. Maybe he lost ones.
I have to wonder if we see upgrade levels above 40% for enemies between now and the end.
That's a good question.
てやる。退避完了。こちらガムリン、これより攻撃を開始する。アヘッドと互角に戦うとは。
Counter.
Lucky's got a point, so Sunu should get a bonus against them.
It's true.
That is a lot of Destroy Gundams, though.
AT などナイトメアの敵ではないわ。
ぶっ殺す。ムーザ、バイマン、一丁ぶちかますぞ。
ムーザ、了解。俺に期待してもかからず。
Once you're mass reduced to the destroy gun, the planks won't stand a chance. Ah!
ここまで押し込んでくるとは。
Nice damage. Get out, kid.
Oh, look who's back for more.
Ouch.
諦めてはなりません。
Everyone's getting in there. I think this calls for a confuse.
Oh, look at those nice enemy formations.
That's a good, yeah, that's a good set right there. Damn, 40 SP Faith, that's nice. Oh! Oh!
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, that ain't the daggest shit you ever seen in your life, man.
Man, imagine if SRW had movement skills like Fire Emblem, like you could just shove enemies on the map.
Oh, jeez.
Knock people into map attack ranges, that would be sick.
Mark ranges. Here. 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 Here.
本艦の進路上の敵を排除する。パトロン銃砲を使うぞ。
ゲフィオンコントロール問題ないよ。
標準は俺に任せな。
Oh, Rambo, is that when you posted the screenshot in Metabots?
発射。
That was a good screenshot.
Oh.
I know you love your Let's meme, but
And still don't drop anything.
Yosh, フルパワーだ。ご神ロボ、来い。行くぞ。翼進アタックだ。恥を知れ、軟弱者めが。これが無謀な行為の結果だ。もらった。どうした？俺はここにいるぞ。追撃を仕掛ける。総員準備行こう。
OK です艦長。
手法で敵機を退ける。
この戦いは終わらせなければならないのです。
一斉射動。物が力量も測れぬとは。やり方じゃダメだってまだわからないのか。出てこなければやられなかったのに。落ちろ。
See how much HP these guys have. So I know what to aim for. Oh no, a lot at all. Okay.
I must go and grab dinner. I will be back shortly.
Okie dokie. What's that? Die?
あのマシンは戦争を加速させる。トランザム発動。俺たちが託されたこの力で世界の歪み破壊する。
What's that? Die?
あのマシンは戦争を加速させる。ライザーソードを使う。
ツインドライブシステム正常正常。
トランザム
Ryza! Wow, very cool. Oh, wow. Just making sure he's okay. Just need to get back there so I can block this thing once. Yeetus Vanitas!
Okay, I'm back.
Taking carriers down to Suplex City. Suplex City, bitch. Okay, I got a clear shot now.
Yes, I too enjoy the German suplex. I have a sudden desire to play Streets of Rage 1 now.
全ての人たちを守る剣に行くよエイジ。よっしゃー覚悟しやがれ。かいくぐってくるとは。騎士の誇りにかけて帝国の威信を奴らに見せつけてやれ。
I'm too dumb.
ものか。
Let's beat the damage a little bit more. I'll use Luna Maria. Trying to damage you enough. Here's enough.
戦うものすべてが敵だ。
Spooky.
ターゲットロックを排除開始。
雑魚と侮ってばかりもいられんか。随分と姑息な手を使うものだ。
No, Rambo. He sees a destroyed Gundam, but what he doesn't realize is the hero blew up the Gundam himself.
Okay, that should be everyone. I can probably do damage. Let's see. Tracks. Set. See some numbers.
法廷法発射。
No, didn't quite kill him. That's okay. Oh! Some big gains, though.
That's what happens when you blow up battleships.
You've got to have money.
戦闘レベルターゲット確認排除開始
Alright, that was good enough.
And Guga must yell harder.
It's about sending a message.
でも暗いな追いつけとどめろ
やるよ忍
愛の心に悪しき空間を断つ名付けてダンク
And what better way to send a message than eating a sword at somebody?
ってやるぜ
ライト・オブ・ワンであるこの私が
Local psychic Geas should have seen this coming.
That's his fault. That's his fault. Because we're like, oh shit, they beat me. We'll see you, my guy. Enough.
お手並み拝見といくぜロゼ。
任せてナオト。
総員トリプルレーザースタンバイ。
了解。そこ。
It's so nice to have that cut in back.
It is.
Just enough.
That's the good stuff right there.
This is about to be disgusting.
Hey, Charles. Your rule sucks.
Well, that's just dirty, Ray.
I know! I know it is.
それがどうした戦争なぞ愚か者の
You know what this battleship makes me think of? Something from like Mega Man X4.
Yeah, kind of does the way it looks. Like something you see in Storm Owl State or something.
She did almost as much on the crit support attack as she did with Love. Big number.
どうやら交渉の通じる相手ではないらしい。ビッグオーファイナルステージ。
これがロジャーと私とビッグ王の力。
未来へのメモリーを作るため私はこの引き金を引く。
I think you got him, Roger.
ネゴシエーションもこれで終わりね。
Just one other enemy left.
"欲望にその身を捧げし者よ、正義の鉄槌を受けるがいい。グランナイツの諸君、最終合心を行う。そうか、エルゴフォームだ。エルゴフォーム!」 勝勝ち。アルティメットグラビオンの全重力子エネルギーを解放せよ。
了解しました。全重力子エネルギー解放します。
行くぞ。ガンナイツの諸君、了解。操縦。やりおったか。原初の真理とは弱肉強食なり。貴様らに構っている暇などない。終わりだ。
Pew 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 pew.
戦いに勝つことはできない。
I assume you're gonna give Zero the satisfaction.
Oh, he's getting him alright. Hey, how's it going, old man?
皇帝自ら姿を現すとは。いざ尋常に勝負。影の太刀。それでわしを出し抜いたつもりか。挑むがよい。その意志があるならな、すべて消し去ってくれよ。手法発射。貴様には覚悟は足りん。
Disrespect shot.
俺の覚悟はとっくに決まってる。そうだ。あがき視力を尽くして。
Something filthy spear bearers.
差別されるためには。
Also, just mad that he doesn't have the advanced sphere grid.
Should have waited for the international version, right?
Lamau Zero's higher level than Charles.
I have grown to surpass you, old man. I do not need you anymore.
World doesn't need him.
力を持つすべての者たち。活目せよ。
強者が弱者を虐げ続ける限り私は抗う。我が息子ルル
Or he would Rambo just posted.
61 levels of elitism versus 62 levels of dropping the fourth out of wounded people. I'll be taking that, thank you.
Okay, so Charles, you know, he's about had enough. You know, he's got friends coming to help, including Suzak. And so now that his forces have taken a beating, he's just gonna peace out, and he's gonna let Suzak deal with all these guys. So.
Coward.
Yeah, and so now Zero and Suzaku can finish their duel. And Suzaku's not very happy that Zex is still following Lausch despite everything that was revealed to them by Schneiser and whatnot. But they're saying they're not following Zero, they're fighting with Zero. And that's a major difference. Meanwhile, Suzaku's done nothing but, you know, be a little dog and be walked around by everybody else in the Britannian Empire, including Charles, who's basically taken over force of the Federation by force. And everybody in Zexus like tells Lausch to go after Charles, and they'll take care of Suzaku. Callan especially doesn't want Suzaku to run after him. And Crow muses that, you know, depending on what happens, Zero might not even come back. You know, Suzaku's decided, you know, that he's gonna accept it and get on fighting. And he's got a new toy, apparently, which has been upgraded with data taken from the Gurren. And hopefully it'll be enough to win the day for him.
I'll be the judge of that. Rout the enemy. Oh, look at that. Yuriko can still move. Not close enough.
Oh, just short. Yeah, and what Rambo said. Some of the other knights in the round that are there are starting to not exactly have the faith in their emperor that they used to.
What's that? Emperor Charles is a crazy guy? Say it ain't so?
Thanks, Rambo. I'm looking forward to that. I wish Duck could save me right now.
Dance for me, my Suzaku.
Yuffie が望んだ未来のためにこれで終わりにする。よし、ハドロンモードで。
That was very good. Hey, I know you. It's the Lancelot Albion.
I like how you can almost barely see its wings in this screen.
Hey, I need another one of those. Ooh. Nice S in the air. RBS, interviewing, Versatile Blast. Super Force. Flash introduction to Cursive Geass next map does not have it.
Apparently he doesn't want to live anymore after this map.
Back to being off shit. I guess I can die again. More from the next expected play. I'm gonna have to go put this plate away for dinner. That'll do.
帝国の力の前に屈せよ。遅い。
シールド代わりに使っているつもりはないのだがな。
紳士的に行くんじゃなかったの？
それは相手による。この場合その必要はない。最後に浮かぶ文字が君にわかるかな。答えは自分の目で確かめたまえ。
まだ戦える。戦わねばならぬ。
Heat death is still persisting.
Mood.
小回りが利くのはこちらも同じだ。遅い。
攻撃を開始します。バカな。
It's a fair bit off, but close enough unit-wise, I suppose.
She'd love being with somebody other than Kurtz as her partner, that's for certain.
ショータイムと行こう。変幻自在の攻撃かわせるか。ラウンジの戦場に敗北はない。いけない。
Ouch. I'm okay.
Be honest, you're not Kiriko, you're not supposed to get hit.
これは気を引き締めてかからねばならない。
I like those odds. Counter.
アルビオンに匹敵するのだとしても離脱などさせるものか。終わりだ。直撃させてみせる。
お下がりなさい。
Alright, let's keep going. Well, now. Oh, Gino, you're trying so hard, Les.
別人を止めようとしたって無駄だ。
From the land of the rising sun.
Here comes the Ninja Warrior. What's up, Rowan?
Just got done with mowing the lawn. I am tired, but here I am. So how crazy did these last few maps get?
Well, actually, the only crazy thing about them is in story, otherwise it would have just been flying by.
Yeah, the plot has been the challenging part. Goodbye, Gino.
Gino.
Ask again in 10 minutes!
Oh, baby. Can't wait.
Ooh, drive.
Gino's all like, damn, I lost. Oh, bye. So Code Geass plot is happening, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We are on the Believe in Zero route now, officially.
Nice.
Charles was here, Charles faffed off, Zero chased him, Suzaku showed up, now we're fighting Suzaku.
Sounds on brand for Sazak.
Yeah, he has his shiny new toy.
Oh, he's got the Albion?
Yeah, he has the Albion.
Oh, baby, I love the Albion.
葉に甘えさせてもらうぜ、アロさんよ。
All we need is drive.
I never noticed that he just lets the rifle go when he goes to do this.
Yeah. That's so unlike his brother. So to fill some of the void, Legendary Xander just came out for Heroes.
Conquest good ending.
Yeah, it only took about 3 years after Legendary Ryoma came out, but hey, whatever, who's counting? He's pretty good. His base kit is actually pretty freaking stacked. And he's actually using Bulwark.
Vax will travel.
Yeah. Garen finally let it out of the vault.
He finally cleaned all the blobs off of it.
Yeah, it took a long time. Yeah, I know, right, Merc? So funny thing is, one of his abilities is called God, I forget. Sea Feud, which is basically he has advantage over colorless units as the TLDR. And people think it's because, oh, we killed Elise, haha, meme. And maybe they're right. Who knows?
They're right.
Yeah, it's cool. I like him. Got a really cool design, too.
Cape is good.
Yeah.
Very fuzzy.
Very fuzzy cape. He does, but I don't think that's Xander's fault. The characters he's with sucks. Also, it came immediately after the Three Houses Summer banner, so of course it's gonna do bad. God, I'm tired. The dead, it'd be a nightmare for him. Unless your name is Lancelot.
Bad day to be in a nightmare for him unless you're one of like 4 pilots.
Yep. So, summer Steam sales, summer Steam sales. Let me try that again. What do you guys buy, if anything?
I haven't bought anything yet. I did just buy some other stuff before the Steam sales and before, you know, everything else. And I'm like, I kind of want to hold back.
I bought 2 things. I bought Metal Gear Revengeance And I bought Devil May Cry 5. Plus Virgil.
Nice.
They actually, when I went to check out, they made sure to add that little thing, Devil May Cry 5, plus Virgil.
Featuring Virgil from Devil May Cry.
It's really funny. I got inspired to buy Revengeance after listening to Red Sun Over Paradise for an hour straight.
Is that because of the run yesterday?
Yes. I was like, you know what? I never really played Revengeance, so I'm gonna buy it. And then I'll play it at some point. Probably not now.
That was the other thing. I looked through my wish list on Steam, and I'm like, either stuff I want is not heavily discounted, or the stuff that is heavily discounted is stuff I don't want.
Yeah, that's a shame. I went to look at Cold Steel 4. It's still like $49.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's freaking expensive. It's still pretty new though. I'm not surprised.
I mean, they didn't even throw a 10% discount on Chrono Cross or anything, and I'm sitting here like, if you discount a little, maybe I'll buy it now, but otherwise I'm just gonna wait until the mods fix it.
Yeah, good call. How much is Chrono Cross normally?
20.
20? That's not bad, all things considered, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sitting, it even says overall reviews mixed. I'm like, you can't even throw a 10% discount, Square? Come on.
Oof. Oh, how pretty. All the scenery. This is nature's sacrifice. So, I'll play it sometime after I beat 7R, which I'm playing tomorrow night. Oh, hi, Saji. The 00 Riser versus the Albion. This is kind of a trap. Only an SRW. Does Suzaku have his Curse of Chaos yet?
It activated in on the last map, but he doesn't actually have it as a skill.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What if God said, you can't prevail, but only when we tell you?
All things considered, he is an anime, so it'd be kind of crazy if they gave it to him here.
He doesn't have HP regen or anything, so yeah, sure, stack Prevail 18 on him, who cares?
I guess that makes sense. If he doesn't have HP regen, it's not as crazy.
Oh, Ron, you missed it since you weren't here earlier. Sandman got his final 2 spirits on the same level. Love and Bravery.
What?
Look at it.
He really has both.
He has both.
What the fuck? That's insane.
He has both.
Sandman is just secretly a classic super robot pilot. And I mean classic.
He knows what he likes.
Goodbye, Suzaku.
Takuma with Prevail 18. Ugh.
So wide.
つの直後了解操縦エルゴエンドすまないラストラット離脱する
Maybe if you had Curse of Giat, you'd be perfectly fine. In all caps. What is this? Everyone's just looking.
Get him.
What's one hell of a dynamic kill?
Bravery!
Hey.
Hope.
Okay, so Suzaku unfortunately was not up to the task, and Toto tells him, well, yeah, you should have known that. You know, you need to stop focusing on the here and now. You need to get back to, you know, get back to your teachings, get back to looking at the big picture. And that seems to set in for a little bit, and so he pieces out. But while that's happening, Schneiser is about to show up, and he's about to bring out his trump card. White Fang.
Oh man.
But with added trays. Because he released him.
Trays.
Zexus is apparently too powerful to control, you know, via the White Fang and via the other agencies around the world. And so Trays looks down upon that as violence. So Suzaku's about to show back up here in a second. No, he pieced out to go find Lelouch. That's what he did.
Yeah. I will say real quick, I think Trace is in the Tall Geese too.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying not White Fang, but the thing says White Fang on here. So I guess it must be like Brahmafeller, Oz, etc. Yeah. Okay. Suzaku comes back. He's here for C2 apparently, and they want to go check out and see what Lelouch is doing, chasing after Charles. And he figured that C2 had a role to play in that, and Callan tells C2, yeah, go ahead. Toto jumps in and tells Suzaku not to do anything he's gonna, you know, have doubts about or regret later. You know, he's given Zero a chance to redeem himself and be trustworthy, and it's up to Suzaku to do the same. But everybody's left wondering, just what are Lelouch and Suzaku gonna do? Lelouch, sorry. I've never seen the show.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Huh. Oh, is the map over?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And Suzaku is not surprised that he has been led back to where we were at the start of the game in the little prologue segment, where he ran into Lelouch the first time.
Oh,
and waiting for them is Marianne's spirit possessing Anya. And she's very, very appreciative of the fact that Suzaku has protected Lelouch. Okay, so now we're at the sort of Akasha. Charles is apparently ready to attack and dethrone God. But Lelouch is here instead, and he's here to fight Charles instead, on behalf of the rest of the world. And Charles, you know, just kind of chuckles and laughs that somebody like Lelouch would rely on others' endorsement of himself, and that Zexus must be more foolish than he ever thought. You know, he's left wondering, well, how are you going to beat me? I'm invulnerable. But there's some explosions that go off. Lelouch set some time bombs to destroy the entrance and trap them inside this place for all eternity. And it's time for Charles to realize that, well, he's as good as dead now.
Sweet. Let's take out Super Bowl in the Hardwall Time Chamber.
But he's unimpressed and says this is stupid. and a guest is about to appear. It's I'm. And he agrees, and he comments about Lelouch's the way Lelouch looks without his mask. And he's here to congratulate Charles on something called the Ragnarok Connection, which is about to take place. He's a bit of the opposite of what Charles has in mind, and so Charles just ignores I'm. Lelouch wants to know, why he's working with I'm, and it's all about what they've been after, the black knowledge, or information of the same sort. And, alright, hang on, slow down for a second, I gotta switch to the other route. Okay, so, hang on, I gotta find this. It does not help how they have this laid out on the document.
I'll bet when I'm commented on Lelouch without his mask, he's like, "Oh my, you're more handsome than I thought." But also more naive looking. If I had to guess. Yeah, this is a place where Lelouch encountered Charles before, and I remember in the show, he was trying to avoid Charles's gaze for the entire time, but he still had to look him in the eye to affect him with his Gyos and command him to die. So what he did was, he used his Shinkuro, and that fired off like reflective plates, where he basically timed it so that his gaze met Charles's gaze just in time, and he commanded him to die. And Charles shot himself.
Okay, I like how it says, like on the other route, and then I find the spot, and there's basically nothing about it.
Oof.
Good job, M. Nidergaard. Good
Oof.
job. So, alright, he's just talking about the black knowledge and what it is. And that's about it.
Charles didn't die from shooting himself, though. He knew that was going to happen.
I am Nayado.
So, I'm leaves and lets Charles and Lelouch, look at each other, like I guess Ron was just talking about. Lelouch orders Charles to tell him about his mother's death and his failure to protect, and his father's failure to protect her, which is admittedly shaky, given that, Lelouch has been lying to himself thus far about things. They have their argument about the value of lies between each other. Let me scroll back up and find that.
Black knowledge is the records of the past and future. It's just like Turn A, yeah.
Yeah. And they're talking about they're yelling at each other. His Gyos isn't gonna work here. Blah 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 blah. Charles says that Lelouch is a fool if he thinks his power can beat God, but Lelouch says it's not a question of beating God, it's a matter of wishing to God. Yada yada yada. Let me know when Marianne shows up.
Oh,
Spooky.
shit.
There we go.
Mom. This bitch was a villain in X, wasn't she?
She can't believe that Lelouch would do something like this. And they're here. They're gonna be leaving, I guess, to go to a special place called C's Dimension or C's Space or something like that. I feel like I remember that from 30. Blah 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 blah. The problem is I have to keep flipping back and forth from the section.
If I remember from the show, this is basically where they kind of talk down to Lelouch, Like, oh, you've been a bad boy and all that shit. Oh, rebellious. And they go on about their grand scheme for the world and all that shit. I don't know. It's been years since I've seen Code Geass, but that kind of sounds right.
They're essentially beating Lelouch over the head with how his life has been noise in the system and their plan to kill God.
Yeah, so C2 and Suzaku are about to show up here to come to his aid, if they haven't already appeared.
In C's
I
world,
assume
where one is all.
Yeah, they're essentially recounting information. I assume talking about V2 and her history with C2 and whatnot, and blah 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 blah.
Night of 6.
Oh, okay. I found it finally. So I'm gonna very quickly paraphrase this. So Marion was able to manifest inside the Sword of Akasha. Charles harkens back to half a century when the royal family was in all war for succession. His brother and V2 hated the world and grieved for it. They would create a world without lies. Marianne and C2 concurred with that, but V2 abandoned it. V2 was the one who killed Marianne. But her spirit lived on thanks to her Geass. The elevation of her soul to the Sword of Akasha let her converse with C2, but it also led to gaps in Anya's memory. When she learned the truth, C2 turned the Geass order over to V2 and left. V2 lied to Charles about what happened, and that brings it up to present. Lush isn't going to let Charles blame everything on his brother. And he, it was to keep his children safe, but to keep Marion's corpse from V2's hands. There's a possibility for a spirit to return to it. Blah blah blah, and now that I see that C2 is back. She's been apparently using Lelouch all this time, keeping him alive above all else, because of all this stuff going on in the background. I guess C2 was involved in Charles's plan at one point, but she disagreed, and so Charles decided to use Lelouch instead for his aim. And so Lelouch is like, what have I been fighting for this whole time? The Sword of Akasha was built by someone who only touched the black knowledge as a tool to withstand the judgment. Let's see.
Suzaku's here.
Yeah, Suzaku apparently knows he can't do much against Charles, who's invincible. He wants to know if the world Charles is trying to make is similar to the ideal that Yuffie and Relina shared, and Charles apparently says it was, or so he claims.
Oh, yeah, I remember this scene.
So apparently Charles is getting ready to fight. I already did that part. So the sword is about to power up, and Lelouch confirms it's not a good idea to turn everyone in the world into like one kind of being or something that Charles and Marianne want. It's definitely not what Nunnally or Yuffie wanted. And so they don't want to go along with this. I guess you can bump to 3. It's so hard following what's going on in this document, so
Please,
I apologize.
Guys, if you do a text document trying to transcribe the story, please format it properly.
Be nice, yeah.
It's formatted, but the problem is they said, "Oh, I did all this work on one route. Just go back and reference my stuff on the other for that route when you're on the other route."
Unacceptable.
Thanks.
I agree.
I will say in the show, at least in the dub's sake, Lelouch's voice actor, Johnny Young Bosch, He goes really ham on this. He starts shouting at his parents, saying, "Oh, you committed the ultimate crime. You've abandoned us, and I will stop your scheme no matter what." And Suzaku...
Paste it, yeah.
Yeah, and Suzaku is just agreeing. Oh, here we go. This is where Lelouch goes against their plans, and he's going to try to stop everything. The power of his bullshit kiosk.
Nani was this?
Double eyeball. Yeah, so things are not going to work out very well for Charles and Marianne here.
Elegant solution to all this puppeteering. Hey god, how are you not to cram everyone into one being? Okay, thanks.
How dare you, Lelouch? No, how dare you? You rotten old man. And he basically orders whatever higher existence to just stop. And, yeah, the two of them are basically dead at this point.
Oh no! You've killed us! Yes! Good! Bye! See you! Never!
Bye, guys. We'll see you next, Marianne.
No! This is good. This is stupid, but this is good.
You're telling the world to reject these nerds? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very cool, guys.
Okay, so now that that's done, the question becomes, what is Suzaku going to do next? He's not been having an easy time forgiving Lelouch for just about anything, but Zero declares that Lelouch is dead. Zero is all that exists. If Suzaku wants to strike him down, go ahead. His role is basically done now that Charles's plans are taken care of. He isn't necessary to deal with the new union that was formed, and once Zexus takes care of the innovators, the Federation will be back to the way it should be. Which is what Yuffie and Nunnally were after, and in terms of a peaceful world. And helping assure that happens is all that Zero has left that he can do to atone for what he's done. And so it's kind of up to Suzaku to determine what he wants to do, or if he has any other ideas. He could go back to Schneiser and try to become the Knight of One. He could be the ruler of Area 11. Or they could just yell at each other nonstop until they're tired and tuckered out.
I think they choose to yell at each other nonstop.
They were friends.
Pretty much. And so they both emerge from the cave, and Callens are waiting for them. And Zero explains that Charles is no more, and despite the fact that they had a shouting match for the entirety of the night, they haven't figured out their differences yet. And to their surprise, the hyperbolic time chamber comparison was apt. It's been a week since they went in.
Amazing!
Nice.
And so everybody's now telling them the Federation is just kind of all over the place right now. After Charles disappeared, Schneiser treated him as killed in action. Or pushed to have him treated as killed in action, and took power, which is why he freed Treize. And Treize is now head of the army, but Schneider is not head of the Federation. He claimed that the role should follow a line of royal succession, which means he doesn't qualify. Schneider has always been a puppet master, basically, and so Suzaku isn't thrilled to hear Lucia's comments about Schneider. However, it's not time for Suzaku to hold grudges. The Union's in dire straits thanks to Schneiser signing a peace agreement with the White Fang, and I guess the Federation. So it's about ending a war between the Earth and the colonies. And they've apparently installed our good friend Miliardo Peacecraft as King of Earth, or King of the Federation. Now that Charles is gone, I think I'm ahead, but I'm gonna keep going. You probably bump to 3. And so he's Miliardo is very happy in his job because he's doing better than everybody else before him has in terms of granting peace to everyone.
Meanwhile, I'm the Sankin Torres.
Yeah, so Trey's is head of the army, and Zex and Miliardo is running things. And so he, as head of the Federation, and with these, anarchist kind of unions, and Zex is still running about, he vows retribution against anyone that would violate the peace that has been attained so far. Which, that's Zex's whole shtick. He's supposed to be from the Sank Kingdom, pacifism, but he's holding everyone at gunpoint to ensure that peace.
Saul saying, it's nice to see normal hair Relina again. I just like it.
So, Relina is in a refugee camp with Marina and Cheryl, and she's not happy about these changes with the Federation. She's trying to tell herself that there must be some plan, some ulterior motive for her brother going on. But Mr. Hot Dogs, Mr. Gaio, shows up, and he declares that Miliardo is planning on being the king of strife, the king of war instead.
Yep, that tracks.
This is so clown shoes, my guy. You have no idea.
So, Ray, believe it or not, the final boss of Code Geass is not Charles. It's Schneiser.
So what you're telling me is the final boss is just a jobber?
Well, all things considered, he kind of put up a bit of a good fight, because they're basically playing chess against each other. But, yeah, Lelouch basically made a fool out of him near the end.
As we'll see, Shaco's Ace bonus. Pile Bunker gets even better!
Hey. How many saves did you do today?
2.
Okay, good. You're just hovering.
Like I said, the maps themselves were nothing. It's just the story is.
Yeah,
51 looks like it's super long too, at least in terms of plot.
I'm sorry, I wanted to be here earlier, but chores got in the way.
It's alright.
I'll be here early next week, though.
Alright. Push you out.
The boys are back in town.
So Zex is right where I expected him to be from Wing. Basically, he wants the world to burn.
It is amusing though that Trey's is on his side in this route.
Yeah, they were against each other near the end, weren't they?
Yeah. Trey's was leading the World Nation, and Zex was leading White Fang and the colonies, with both of their ultimate goals to cause a war so nasty that everybody dropped their arms and took up pacifism.
Yeah, they basically read each other's minds.
I think it's inferred that they were not so subtly working together, but Trey's couldn't really do anything until they bumped the Romefeller goons out of the way, because because they were the ones actually in charge of Oz and everything.
It reminds me of 30, where Lelouch and Quattro were having a talk. They're just chilling, like, oh, what would you have done if Axis fell? And Charles was all like, well, I'll just lead the world, or no, I'll lead the colonies to a better future. What about you, Lelouch? Well, if that happened, I would have led the Earth to war against you, so it would have been me against you. How about that? Huh. And then they drink wine.
I drink one?
And then they ask what a man is.
Yeah. Great Wordsworth.
You know, it's funny you mention that because I made a couple of allusions to Ace Attorney earlier on.
Oh yeah, about you know who.
No, some of the Zexus guys were when Zero went off on his own at one point. Some of the Zexus guys were like, I hope Zero comes back because we need a turnabout right now.
Nice. Yeah, it would fit that Lelouch and Suzaku would be on a defense and prosecution together.
That would too. And I didn't get to mention it because I think it was when Duck was doing story. But when Schneiser was doing his big plot reveal over Zero's identity and everything, I was like, this is just Von Karma manipulating the judge and jury to like get a verdict in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Some things never change.
Yeah.
Also been hitting away.
Charles even looks like Von Karma. Yeah, kinda. I feel like when it comes to planning and strategy, Lelouch has an advantage over Char. But when it comes to piloting, Char would beat him any day.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Is Lucius Gius equivalent to the Bullet then? If we're comparing Charles and Von Karma?
Maybe.
Or I guess the metal detector, maybe not the Bullet.
Yeah. Oh, really, if it comes to piloting, it would be Char versus C2.
Yeah.
And I think he still beats C2.
Char's a decent pilot. He's just not a very good new type.
Yeah.
Whereas Amuro is both.
Mm-hmm.
Big number.
Huge.
Yeah, Setsuna is about to be a stage magician sawing people in half, except he does it for real.
Yep. So go down. How's Sumeragi treating you?
Still good.
Nice. Good lady. Seeing Shinobu just reminded me of Zach's Alpha Gaiden playthrough the other day. It's fun. It's fun watching people play Alpha Gaiden.
Yep.
He just killed Gary in the Greta Gary. And he found out that he could not use the Greta Gary. Despite the fact that it has better stats than he hired gear.
What did I say? It was like triple the max HP when fully upgraded.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like, it's a very glorified trophy. Loose. Only this man would command God to kill his parents.
It's kind of messed up, TBH.
Kinda.
The man knows what he likes and what he does not like. I mean, this man does not like his parents.
Yeah, are you ready to meet God?
Alright, that's it for tonight.
Alright. Well done.
Exactly 4 hours. Very good.